Today, I want to encourage somebody. I want to encourage the person that's wanting more in life. I want to talk to the person who is just tired of existing, tired of just surviving, tired of going through the motion, just tired of being tired. But I also want to talk to the person who's doing well. Like you're winning, you're achieving, and people are clapping for you, but deep down inside, you know there's more in you, more to explore, more to unlock, and more to discover. I want to talk to you because this message is for both of you. Like whether you feel stuck or you're already soaring, there is still more for your life. There is still another level. There is still a new dimension. There is still a greater version of you that the world has not seen yet. You see, people want more for different reasons. And you might want more because you're tired of struggling. You might want more because you just been scraping to make it. Like you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck. You're tired of waking up feeling like you are behind in life. You're tired of being overlooked, undervalued, and underpaid. And you're tired of letting fear and trauma control your decisions. Like you made it up in your mind that you're tired of settling when you know that you were made for something far greater. But maybe, just maybe, you're already doing well. You're already successful, but deep inside, there's a whisper that says, this isn't all that there is to your life. Like you're hungry to see what you're really made of. Like you want to push your boundaries. You want to unlock the next version of yourself. And the thing about it is you may be that person you're not running away from failure, but you're running towards fulfillment. Like you're not chasing applause, but you're chasing purpose. And you may want more because you want to impact people. Like where you are in life, you see like, man, I want to make a greater impact in this world. You may want more because you're tired of just watching others suffer and not have the means to help. Like you may want more because you want to build a legacy. Like you may want more because there's a fire inside of you that refuses to die. And I want to tell you this right here, that regardless of your reason, more is available to you. You see, you may ask, like, how do I know that more is available to you? Well, I know that more is available because you're still breathing. You see, you still have breath in your body. And as long as you have air in your lungs, you have an opportunity to change. You have an opportunity to grow. You have an opportunity to create. You have an opportunity to become more than what you are right now. You see, more is available to you because you haven't even seen the full picture of what your life can be. Like you only scratched the surface. You've only walked into a fraction of your calling. Like you've only accessed a glimpse of your strength. There is more for you. More is available to you because God is not finished with you. Because there are still people connected to your obedience. Like there are still lives that's tied to your breakthrough. There is still territory assigned to your name. More is available to you because you are capable. Because even if you failed before, I want you to know that you can still succeed. Because even if you've been broken, you can still be made whole again. Because even if you've been through hell and high waters, you can still rise. More is available to you because you were not created to stay where you are. You were made to move. You were made to grow. And you were made to be fruitful and to multiply. You were made to lead. You see, you were made to influence, and you were made for more. You see, there is more in you, and there is more ahead of you, and there is more that God desires to do through you. Now, if you believe that there is more for you, I want you to go ahead and I want you to go ahead and just say right now, say, there is more for me. I want you to go ahead and repeat that. Believe it and speak it and decree it over your life. Say, there is more for me. Wherever you might be right now, if you're on the bottom of the mountain, if you're in the valley, or if you're on the top of the mountain, I want you to go ahead and say that there is more for me. Now, if you believe that, I want to go deeper into that today. And I want to go ahead and give you 3 steps that can help you step into more. You see, these 3 steps that I want to give you these things to help you grow. 3 steps that can help you become more, that can help you stop settling and start becoming. And the first thing that I want to talk to you guys about today is that you have to be willing to be uncomfortable. Like, you have to be willing to put yourself in uncomfortable situations. And just from the very beginning, I'm going to go ahead and let you know, I know that that is not easy. I know that it is not easy to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation. But the truth is, if you want more, you're going to have to do things that you have never done. Like, you're going to have to go to places that are unfamiliar. You're going to have to grow beyond what you're used to. You see, the life that you are dreaming of does not exist inside of your comfort zone. I'm gonna say that again. The life that you are dreaming of does not exist in your comfort zone. It doesn't exist in your convenience. It doesn't exist in safety. It exists in risk. Like, it exists in courage, the courage that you take to move forward. That's where it exists. It exists in action. So you're going to have to take that leap even when the safety net is invisible, right? You're going to have to say yes even when fear says no. Like, even when you hear, right, all the voices that's in your head that's saying don't do it, don't go ahead and start that business, don't go ahead and make that investment, don't go ahead and take that course, go to that conference, don't go ahead and invest in yourself. You're going to have to walk forward while your knees are shaking, while your hands are sweating. You're going to have to be able to start being uncomfortable. But what I want to let you know is that being uncomfortable doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. You see, because a lot of times when we're in an uncomfortable situation, it doesn't feel good because it is changing us, it is shaping us and making us into something different. And sometimes we can think, like, while we're in that uncomfortable place, like, nah, things shouldn't be uncomfortable. Things like I shouldn't go through these different things that I'm going through. But the truth about it is, man, that's the best place to be, because when you're uncomfortable, here's exactly what that means. It means that you are stretching. It means that you're becoming. It means that you are growing. And the thing about it is, growth never feels good. Like, it never feels good. Growth never feels good when you're in the middle of it. It's awkward. It's messy. Like, you feel insecure. Like, you'll question yourself. You'll wonder if you're cut out for it. But that's the cost of elevation. That's the price of progress. And the thing about it is, if you're not willing to be uncomfortable, you'll never become unstoppable. I'm going to say that again. If you're not willing to be uncomfortable, you'll never be unstoppable. And so think about that. If you want to be unstoppable, if you want to go to the next level in your life, if you want to become more, you will have to do something that is uncomfortable, because you will never become unstoppable if you're not willing to be uncomfortable. You see, to make you understand this, I want you to think about this. A seed has to break open to grow, right? Like, it has to be buried in the dark. It has to go through pressure. It has to push through dirt. It has to crack, break, and shift before it ever reaches the surface. And what I want to talk about with that, the thing about it is, it has to go through a process, y'all. It has to go through a process. But when it does, it becomes a tree. It becomes a flower. It becomes fruit. It becomes something, right? It's not just that seed, but it grows and it turns into something. And there's something about that, the process of, becoming more, the process of elevating, the process of going to the next level. The thing about it is that nobody sees the struggle. Like, just like the seed, nobody sees the struggle that it took underground. Like, nobody sees that. Like, all they see is just a beautiful thing that had grew from the ground. They see the fruit, right? They see the tree, right? But they don't see everything that went in behind the process. And you might be in the season right now to where it feels like everything around you is shifting. Like, you're uncomfortable. You feel stretched. You feel alone. But don't curse the discomfort, okay? Because that's the evidence that you are growing. Like, that's the evidence that you are going to another level in your life. And the question is, like, right? Do you want more? Well, if you want more, get comfortable with being uncomfortable, because it's in that discomfort that you will become who you were always meant to be. It's in putting in that work behind the scenes, right? The things that nobody see, like staying up late at night, like doing these things that's uncomfortable, right? Not going out with friends, and just putting yourself by just going to courses and going to classes, right? To where sometimes you may feel like the stupidest person in the room. Like you may not, like you have to put yourself in those uncomfortable situations so that you can be all that you were meant to be. Now, the second thing that I want you to think about so that you can go to the next level is you have to change your environment and your relationships. I'm going to say that again. You have to change your environment and your relationships. Because the thing about it is you can't soar with people who are comfortable crawling, right? Like you want to start flying, you want to soar. You have to change your environment because you can't stay here on the ground. You see, you can't dream with people who only want to survive. Like you can't build a legacy around people who are only committed to drama, people who don't have the same mindset as you, right? Because who you are around will either feed your future or is going to drain your destiny. I want you to really think about that, okay? Like who you are around right now, the people that's around you, they will either feed your future, your environment. It will either feed your future or it's going to drain your destiny. And for some of you right now, your environment is your limitation. Like, I'm going to say that again. The people that you are around, they're your limitation. Your circle is your ceiling. And that's not a good thing. And what I come to tell you guys today is you have to change. Like you got to change your environment. You have to be willing to make those necessary changes for you to elevate and go to the next level. You see, if you're constantly surrounded by negative, small thinking, gossip, and fear, it's like no wonder you feel stuck. Right? Like you're trying to go to the next level, but your environment and the people that you are around, they're not letting you move forward because you need voices around you that speak to your potential. You need energy around you that challenges you. Like you need people around you that make you want to grow. Like you have to put yourself in an environment that makes you grow. And to make this real, I want you to picture this, okay? An eagle cannot grow in a chicken coop. Think about that. Think about that for a minute, right? An eagle cannot grow in a chicken coop. It just cannot because it is too big for that space. It was never made to stay grounded. It was designed to what? Soar. But the thing about it is if it stays around those chickens long enough, it'll start to believe that flying is foolish. It'll start to believe that, oh, it wasn't made to fly. It'll start to think that scratching at the dirt is normal because of who they are around. And it'll stop spreading its wings, not because it lost its ability, but because it lost its environment. And the thing about it is, you have to think about that. Like, you haven't lost your wings. You just been around people who never learned to fly. Like you've been around people who's been limiting you because of their limiting beliefs, right? Like you want more. You want to grow in your business, in your relationship, in your finances, in your relationship with God. You want to grow spiritually. Like you want to grow in different areas, but the people around you, they're holding you down. So you have to change your environment. You have to change your relationships because elevation requires separation. I'm going to let you know. Elevation requires separation. And I know I'm going to be honest, right? Some of us, it's hard, right? It's hard to disconnect, to separate from your mom, from your dad, from your brothers, your sisters. It's hard to separate from the people that you grew up with like all your life, right? The people that you went to school with, the so-called friends that you have. Like it's hard because you got these emotional ties, right? You got these relationship ties. It's like, this thing that we call, like, we got to be loyal to our family, right? I heard this phrase that says, like when it comes to your family, it's like, a family, man, we got thick blood. Like we blood, like we can't break, like we got to stay together. But the thing about it is I want you to ask yourself, like, man, are the relationships in your life, is the environment in your life helping you be more who you desire to be? Or is it stopping you from being more of who you desire to be? Think about that. Like I understand, right? We want to be there, connect with our grandma and mom and dad because sometimes it's people that we love. But the thing about it is, it even talks about like how we have to be uncomfortable. It's even in that. Like sometimes it's gonna have to be to the place where you gotta love people from a distance. Like you have to say, I love you, but I want to grow. I want to get better. I want to move forward. And so don't allow just because you know it's comfortable. Don't allow just because of the relationship that you have with different people, and it could even be in business. Don't allow that to stop you from moving forward. And the third thing that I want to share with you is that you have to develop a growth mindset. You have to develop a growth mindset because you can't step into more if your mind is stuck in limitation. Like there's a difference between having a growth mindset and having a fixed mindset. You see, a fixed mindset will say, this is just the way that I am. A fixed mindset would say, I have never done that before. Like, I'm probably going to fail. I'm not smart enough. Like, I'm too old. I'm too young, or I'm too late. Like, or man, I'm not the right skin color, or I don't come from the right family. That's what a fixed mindset will say. But a growth mindset says, I can learn. I can improve. I can try again. Like, I can get better. I haven't figured it out yet, but I will. Right? I don't have the money yet, but I'm going to get the money. I don't have the skills yet, but I'm going to get the skills, right? I don't have the knowledge yet, but I'm going to get the knowledge. I don't have the network yet, but I'm going to get the network. That's what a growth mindset will say. That's the way that a person who has a growth mindset, that's the way that they think. So you have to train your mind to believe in possibility, because as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. And I want you to remember that because I remember a saying, and it goes like, the person that believes that they can. But also the person that believes that they can't. And what it's talking about is the person that believes that they can or can't is right, because it starts up here. So you have to change, and you have to change from having a fixed mindset to having a growth mindset. Think of it like this: a thermostat and a thermometer, right? They both deal with temperature, but one reflects the environment and the other sets it, right? A fixed mindset is a thermometer. It just reacts, right? Like whatever the temperature in the room, that's what the thermometer is going to show, right? Like whatever the temperature is, if it's 50 degrees, hey, it's 50 degrees. If it's 75 degrees, it's 75 degrees. But a growth mindset is a thermostat. Like it takes control. It sets the new standards, right? That's what it does. It shifts the atmosphere. It doesn't wait for the conditions to be perfect. It believes it can adjust and adapt. Like that's what it does. Like a person, man, I like, boom, you got to change your mindset so that whenever you walk into the room, walk into different environments, as you go and you do different things, you got to have that kind of attitude, the kind of mindset to where, hey, I'm not going to wait on y'all to want to go to the next level. I'm going to the next level now. Like, I'm not going to wait for things to get all perfect, for things to get in order. I'm going to set it in order. I'm going to make things get right, okay? And so, like, that's the thing about it, man. And that's the mindset that you need to walk into your next level. I'm going to be honest with you. So I want to encourage you today to don't just sit on this message, but take action. You see, every day, challenge yourself to step into discomfort. Evaluate your circle and adjust your environment. Speak life over your mind and fill it with truth, because you were made for more. And I don't just say that as a slogan. I say that as a truth. You see, because there is more inside of you. There is more ahead of you. There is more that God wants to do through you. You've only tasted a glimpse of your greatness. Like you've only tapped into a fraction of your potential. So don't settle, don't shrink, and don't stop, because you were made for more. And now it's time for you to become more. Like today is a day for you to become more. Like you don't have to wait tomorrow. You don't have to wait to next month, or you don't have to wait to the end of the year to make your New Year's resolution. Like you can start right now wherever you are. You know, I'm reminded of this phrase that Dwayne Johnson said, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He said, it can be one day, or you can flip that around and it can be day one. And so I want to encourage you with that. Like, change that from being, I'm gonna do it one day. I'm gonna get to it one day. Like, I'm gonna be better one day. I know I'm gonna have more one day. Change that around and flip it and say, you know what? No, today is going to be day one that I get better. Today is going to be day one that I write that business plan. Today is going to be day one that I start going to marriage counseling. Today is going to be day one where I start working out, where I start writing my vision and making it plain. Today is going to be the day that I sign up for that course, that I go ahead and go back and enroll in college. Today is going to be that day. Right? Because you don't have to wait, because the actions that you take today, they're going to shape your future tomorrow. So the longer that you wait, the longer that you put it off, the longer that say, oh, I'm just going to wait, you will find yourself still being in the same place. And I just want to encourage you to let today be day one. So if this encouraged you today, share it with someone else who needs it. And remember this, more is not just for other people. It's for you. Like, I'm going to say that again. More is not just for everybody else. More is for you. Like, I don't know who you are right now, but you may be in a place to where you feel like you're not worthy, like you're not valuable, like you're not worth, having more in your life. But I want to encourage you, and I want to let you know, like, it doesn't matter what you did or what happened in your life. I want to encourage you and let you know that you were made for more, that there is more for you, that this is not the end of your story. I want to encourage you that there is more for you. So be encouraged on today and know that you can start today to have better in your life. Now, if this encouraged you today, if this stirred something in your spirit, if it reminded you that there is more in you, I hope that you felt that, because I meant every single word. And if something in this message spoke to you, I want you to drop it in the comments and let me know what hit home for you. I want to know, like, what stood out, what challenged you, what reminded you of who you really are. And if it helped you, don't keep it to yourself. Please send this to someone who's ready for more, someone who knows deep down that there's another level, someone who's been settling but is ready to soar. Let them know that you are with them. Let them know and message them and say, I see more in you and I believe in you and I'm here with you. And if you want more content like this, y'all, if you want more encouragement that pushes you forward, more truth that reminds you of who you are, look, what I want you to do is I want you to stay connected, right? If you want to be connected with this inspiration that is going to help you grow, that fuels your faith, and that helps you move forward in your life, if that's what you need, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel, okay? Go ahead and tap that notification bell so you don't miss a single message. And until next time, y'all, I want y'all to remember this. You were made for more, and now is the time to become it. Not tomorrow, but now is the time for you to become more.